Well, Paul, many congratulations. I'm sure you're delighted with the result first and foremost, but equally the performance tonight.
Yeah, really pleased. We were good. We were brave with the ball. We wanted to play with that freedom. That's what it's all about, and I thought we showed that. And I was gutted. We go one down, and we're disappointed with the goal. The amount of experience that we've got on the pitch, we know. I said to the players, we're disappointed when you see that back. But the response was first class because having dominated and looking a real good side, to get hit like that, we came back and performed really well and just carried on with the ball first half. Got another good goal second half, and then it was a strange. I've just spoke to players. It was a strange last 15 minutes because they played with no forwards. So that means they're all coming off round the ball and keeping the ball. And I kept trying to get the message into play, just be relaxed. They're going to have the ball if they're not playing with any forwards, and don't come running out the space and give them the space in the box. So the discipline of the players was really good.
You wanted energy and intensity. Presumably the changes were a reason for that, and you got it, didn't you? For 75 minutes, I suppose.
Yeah, we got it, and then we had fantastic players to come on. Especially when you're holding a lead, bringing on that experience was very good, and it helped get that message across. Like I said, when Sunderland would want centre forwards on the pitch, but in that moment it would have probably made it easier for us because we would have still been able to press the same and win the ball higher up. But yeah, to bring that experience on when the game had changed a little bit just because of the dynamic, so there's no panic. Fine, let them have the ball 30-40 yards from our goal as long as they don't get in our box. And they were really good and saw the game out really well.
How key to perhaps laying the platform for what you were able to do was the work that Daniel Jebison was getting through today?
Yeah, that was the reason he was in. He's got great athleticism, that's his standout quality. He's still got so much to learn and improve, we get that, but if he brings what he does do naturally, what he's been given, then he can have a big impact in games. And away from home, you tend to get that little bit more space. We're not camped in around their box. We wanted him to continually stretch with the ball to make more space for Illiman and Maka, and he did that, and it allowed them to be really dangerous players. And then without the ball, he sort of set the press, followed up by those two, and then Tommy and Sander behind. So, yeah, there was a lot of energy in the performance. Spoke about energy, quality, and personality before the game, and I think we saw all three.
And look, I appreciate there's always going to be a lot of focus on Sander because of what he cost and who he is, but one might imagine that was a markedly different performance from him in between games, so something clearly has landed with him tonight.
Yeah, I honestly don't get this stuff with Sander. He always wants to play better. All the players do. We set such a high standard, and we were getting 8s and 9s out of 10, and then we probably dropped to 6s, 7s and 8s, and that's in the performances. Statistically, that's probably the most even game we've had in the last 6, and we've lost 4 of the last 6 league games, and it shows that we could have been 3 up against Borough. It's the most shots, attempts, expected goals against the top side. We lose a game, and it's doom and gloom. Our conversations would have been so different, and that's how I see the game and football, and it can't get carried away. So the same with performance of players, can't get carried away. We win at Reading, we're going up. We lose against Luton, we're down. Borough dropped points last night, we're up again, and they'll have us nailed on tonight. I spoke about that before the game, the players, that it's irrelevant. If you start listening to the outside noise, you start reacting to other results, that's going to affect us and what we do, our mood, how we behave game to game. It's not just players, it's staff. So all I'm bothered about is we've got good players. I believe in the players, they need to believe in themselves, and we just come in every day and work our way.
Moving forward, and just for the running, how much has Doyle maybe dropped a thought into the mind to play in, the Norwood role or that area of the team if he needs another break?
Yeah, we brought him in because we'd seen him play that. I knew he could play that, and he's comfortable, but the way he'd done it for City and the way he'd done it with England was a lot different to us. But he had the technical ability to get on the ball, but we want a lot more from all our players than just that. So he has been learning, obviously doing it training as we go. Put his marker down a little bit higher up, and the form of Ollie meant it was a good fit when he played higher up. But yeah, it was great to see him do it against Spurs when it was that responsibility on him, if you like, to get us ticking, and also the responsibility to organise without the ball. He did it in a 2 with Ollie at Millwall in the FA Cup, was excellent, and then he's done it in a 2 tonight with Sunderland, excellent.
Everybody all right? There were naturally some tired bodies at the end there.
Yeah, I think Maka was cramp. George was beginning to cramp. Obviously, we sensible with George as well with his first start. We've been bringing him back slowly. So, yeah, listen, we will make his subsidy to win the game, but also with particularly George in mind, his history, and we had Jaden on the bench as well. So, yeah, it's worked out well. We've got the win. We've protected one or two players. And we'll rest and recover now for Sunday.
Presumably, with all those factors in mind and fatigue and quickish turnarounds, there'll be changes again for the cup game.
Yeah, possibly. Yeah, we'll see how everyone is. I was really pleased with the performance tonight. But all the players are capable of that performance. Do you get what I mean? But sometimes to shake it up, to just put a message across with a selection rather than just talking, action rather than words, I think is important, certainly in my job. However, it's not a big deal to me because I've got good players. Do you know, the difficult thing, I'm always leaving good players out, no matter which team I pick. I think probably from the outside, when it is different to what people may expect, it seems a big deal, but I'm always leaving good players out.
It must be on perhaps a night like this, though, when a manager feels that they need to make some big calls and those calls pay off.
Yeah, but like for me, they're all big. Who I change, when I change, in game, they're all big. I think, like I said, when it's different and maybe people aren't expecting certain players to be left out of a game, there's more conversation about it, more spotlight on it, but it's the job, it's what you're paid for.